let's see how to use Paperguide's AI Writer. To get started, you can import an existing Word document or create a new one here. Let's go with a new one for this demo. There are a few ways in our Writer to start your document. You can generate the complete document, generate an outline for your topic, or start from scratch by just describe what you're writing so AI has better context while you use the AI features. If you don't want any of that and just want to jump into a blank document without setting up first, simply skip this step and start writing in the blank document. Now, let's start with Generate Document. Here I'll describe my research topic and instructions. I'm going to enter my intermittent fasting research topic, add a few instructions about how I want my document structured, and also specify which papers I want it to use as references. Here I'll ask it to use papers from the last 5 years. This prompt helps AI with better context on what you're writing, so it can assist you better right from the start. AI uses these instructions to write and to find relevant papers it can cite while generating content. Even if you aren't using Generate Document and are going with Start from scratch, give this prompt for better AI context and recommendations. If you have a rough draft or notes you've prepared, you can attach them along with your prompt so AI can use them as context. Now, let's configure document settings. Coming to citation sources, for the given topic and instructions, AI will search for related papers from our 200 million research paper database and your reference manager. You can customize which sources it should use while generating content and adding claims and citations. I wanted to find papers from both my reference manager and the research database. I can select which folders it should look at. I already have saved references, so let's use just those. There's also an option to make sure AI cites the selected papers from my reference manager. If I enable this checkbox, it has to refer to and cite these papers. It'll still find other relevant ones too, but it won't leave these out. Use this option when you already have related references saved. I can set citation settings, document language, and word count here. Using the number of citations option, I can set how many references the agent can use, up to that limit, while writing the document. Then I can enter the word count for how long the generated document should be. It won't be exactly that number, but the generated document will come close to the word count I give. The number of citations and word count options are only available for Generate Document because these are used as limits while AI generates the complete document. All done. Once that's set, Paperguide AI starts its research process to generate the document. It first finds related papers from your selected citation sources. Then it creates inclusion and exclusion criteria based on your question and instructions, and screens each paper against them. From the included papers, it extracts the data, spots patterns and gaps, synthesizes the findings, then organizes the themes and structure, and drafts your document. This process can take 5 to 10 minutes. We'll send you an email when the document is ready, so you can come back and check it. Now it's generated the complete document with citations for the research topic. It's created a well-structured document following my outline instructions, added images for data representation, and cited papers for the claims. I can refine this content or continue writing here. The writer has multiple formatting options and components to write with. There are heading styles, lists, equation blocks, tables, images, and code blocks. Now, let's see how to refine or edit content with AI Edit. You can select an entire block by clicking the drag icon on the left side, or select the text with your cursor. A few options open up to edit the text, and let's click on AI Edit. AI Edit opens a prompt bar along with a few preset options. I can type a prompt to rewrite the text, or use the options below like simplify or improve writing. Now, let's see how to add equations and formulas in the writer. Go to a new line and click the Math block option at the top. It adds an equation block. To add an equation, click on the card and type it in CADX format, or just describe it in a prompt and let AI generate the formula. If you want to add a formula or equation inside a line instead of as a separate block, place your cursor and click the Inline Equation option at the top. It adds an inline block in the same way, and you can type it in CADX or describe it for AI to generate. Next, let's explore AI chat in the writer. AI chat assists with both writing and research. You can use it to find papers, understand topics, compare them, improve your writing, generate new content, continue your document, and more. Let's say I want to add a supporting reference here. I can select this text and ask AI chat to find papers that support this argument. Now I can check and verify the references it gives me. I can also directly add the generated content to the document. Just place the cursor where you want to add the text and click the Add to Document button below the chat response. It adds the citations and references too. I can also use AI chat to generate content. Let's say in the comparison section, I want to add something about differentiation by population in fasting. I'll ask it to draft content for this section and also mention where I want it placed, so it understands the argument flow and structure. It gives me content using the references, and now I can use it in my document. So that's AI chat. It handles pretty much any writing or research help you need while you work on your document, with citations always pulled from your selected sources. Let's look at the document settings. Here you can see the prompt you described about your topic and instructions. If you are writing in a blank document, you can open settings and describe the topic and instructions here. You can also adjust the citation settings below. If you go to the Sources tab under Settings, you can see the papers AI found during its search. You can also see the papers AI included to use as references while generating content. AI understands your document content, prompt, and citations and automatically updates the references it has stored. Our writer also has another AI feature called Smart Continue. If you pause while writing, it'll auto-complete the sentence, and if you stop, it'll continue with a new line at your cursor position. You just need to press the Tab key to accept the Smart Continue text. It follows your writing flow and document structure and writes content that's relevant and fluent. It also includes citations as it writes. Even if you're in the middle of a sentence, it'll follow the argument perfectly and complete it. We also have a comments feature. You can select text and add comments or notes, so you can refer back to them later. You can manually cite references by typing out in the document or by clicking the Cite button at the top. It opens a dialog box with a search bar. Select the tab where you want to search for the paper, either the research database or your reference manager, and search by entering the paper title. The relevant results show below, and you click the Cite button next to the paper you want to cite. On top of that, we have a grammar checker and a plagiarism checker. There's also a version history to view previous versions of your document, and you can restore any of them. And finally, if you want to export, you can export to Docs, LaTeX, or PDF formats.